Hi folks, it's Dawn from Create to 8 and Create with Confidence, and today is day 3 of the Ephemera library. And today what we're going to work on are on the envelopes, envelope pockets, and we're going to work with pockets because we're going to be dealing with pockets today. So we're going to be working with envelope pockets and pockets. So I'm going to take out a couple of the envelopes that we did the other day. So we've got these two, and got that coin envelope. Oh, I took the other coin envelope over for another journal. So I'll use this coin envelope that I made the other day. So we'll use those. We've got this journaling card, and we've got some tags. Okay, so we can use. Okay. I've already got some pockets in here that came with the kit, but I really don't want to use those because I want to show you that you don't have to have a kit. I've made these with stamps and index cards. So guess what? I'm going to use index cards. And again, these are the 3 by 5s. So you don't have to have index cards. You don't have to have a kit. Just maybe some cardstock. Okay, some cardstock. If you've got some digital paper or some scrapbook paper, that'd be great. So we're going to do that. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. And take these. And this is a scrap sheet of cardstock here. I'm just going to set that aside for a minute. I was going to look for a scratch sheet that I could glue on. Okay, yeah, I'll just clean off the board. Oh, green hands. If you're ever thinking I should ought to really wear gloves when I'm doing this, please put on gloves. I was working with this ink here and dyeing some ribbon. Yeah, I didn't wear gloves, so green hands today. So anyway, let's get out some cardstock. And not cardstock or whatever you've got. And this is just paper packets that I had gotten from Temu. It's collage paper. So I'm going to find some. Looks like most of it's, ooh, that's pretty. Looks like most of it's in neutrals. I like that one. I like that one too. Let's see. I like that one. I was looking for something brighter. I like that one, but okay. We'll work with those two. And let's see, I think this is a Christmas one, so I won't use that. And then what have I got over here? I've got some more paper. This is pretty. Let's see what I've got in here. So you get this pretty paper, and then because it's off size, you might not use it. or you get those six by six packets. And I like that. And then you don't know what to do with them, so I like that one too. Okay, we're going to change. Yes, we're going to change. That one's pretty. I know I got this one off Temu also. That one's pretty too. That would go good for in my journal. Okay, so let's see what I got here. I got this one I really like. That one I like. And that one I like. And that one I like. So I'm going to go with these two for right now. These two back. If you have book pages, you can use book pages. If you have music pages, you can use music pages. You just throw that back. I'm just wanting to use something that something that I haven't been using and I need to use. So I'm just going to glue with the glue stick here. Get it all glued up. And go ahead and put it on here and try to get it even. Smush it down. Rinse and repeat. Okay. That'll be 2 pockets there. Let me just put that aside for a sec. And do the same thing here. Yeah, I didn't think about getting that bottom corner on that one, that last one. Yeah, that's what I get for not thinking. Okay. Let's put this down. Obviously, I'm not thinking today, or I wouldn't have green hands. And I want this. Make sure I get some of that. Okay. I had one of those days yesterday. I don't know about y'all. And I usually don't have really bad days. But it started out as being a bad day. It took me over an hour to cancel dental insurance on the telephone. Over 1 hour. I got transferred 6 different times and finally ended up having to call a completely different place to get it canceled before I could find somebody to help me. Life shouldn't be like that, and then it just went downhill from there. So, yeah. It was just one of those things. My printer started acting up, and my scanner, I was trying to get a document out that I wanted to get scanned and out yesterday. Should have taken me about 15 minutes. Took me 4.5 hours to get that printer and scanner back up and working. Yeah. Patience, patience, patience. So, That's why I'm not thinking. Fortunately, my husband said, let's just go out and eat. You don't need to worry about cooking anything today. I said, thank you. Okay, I've got a couple inks with me here. I don't have any colors per se except for this green floating around up here. So let's just distress this. So get this done. Get these corners real good, get these edges real good. I want them darker. Okay, let's get this done. Let me clean this up here. Because I know I've got some ink on that. Not as much as I thought. Okay. So we've got these two things right here. Let me go find a set of stamps. Okay, I found some stamps. I don't know where I got these. I don't know whether I got them from Amazon or Temu. But I got them from one of them. So, put there, if you can see that. Maybe that'll help. Like this one's got some really good different stamps on it, and I'll show you the next one. That one's got some really good stamps too for collaging. So, like I said, Temu or Amazon, one of the two. So let me just that up. Stamp. Stamp. And let's see. Oops. This. No, I think I got that upside down. Oh well. I don't think it matters. Using the other set now. If I don't like this, I can always cut it out of the video. That's the good thing about not going live. I can cover it up with paper, one of the two. I might cover it up with some paper anyway. Oops. Let's see. Okay. Let me put those aside. That aside. This aside. So I can wash them. Just clean off my hands a little bit. So we've got these. Not sure what else to do with them. They're not looking real good right now. Maybe some clusters on them. Find a few things for some clusters here. No. Okay, we're getting there. I went and got some of my labels here. Sorry, I forgot to put on my microphone when I came back. So just seeing what I can put on here that might look good. Nope. Nope. I like that color. Let's see what else I got. I'm looking for a butterfly or something here. Something, little something. Little dragonfly. Another butterfly, I like that. Okay, I think that's what I'm going to go with. Get my ink here. Okay, so I didn't have clusters down, but clusters are just some little pieces of ephemera that you put together in a group that'll add interest to your page. So I think I've got, what, 5 pieces here, something like that. Usually do about 3 pieces or more. Odd numbers are always really good. A little more texture there. So I'm just going to widen that up. And it's going to fall apart on me. Well, that's some texture, isn't it? Note to self, don't wad up the second piece. Okay. So we had this one down first. I'm just going to use this. And we had it someplace over here. And then I had this piece that I've completely torn apart. And so I'll put a good amount of glue on that. And press that down. Make that smaller. Since I've torn that up so much. Add a little label there. And I'm not going to glue him all the way down. So I've got a little bit of something there. Not sure I'm real happy with that. Not real happy. Right there is where I'm not happy with it. Forgot. Just looking through my buttons here. These are my old fancy buttons. See if I've got a little something that I could use there. That's pretty, but it's too blingy. Those are too big. That's too blingy. That's too big. Okay, yeah. Nothing in that pile of buttons that I want to use. Okay, maybe something will come to me. Let me do this one. Okay, and we're just going to do the same thing here. I'm just going to Let me try wrinkling this one up for some texture. So that's got a little bit of texture, but not much. Yeah, this is just falling apart. Okay, let's put that right there. I know, I forgot how I had it. Doesn't matter. Okay, I think I can deal with that. It helps if you take a picture of it before you take it apart, but of course my phone's being used for recordings, so I couldn't do that. That. And this is several sheets of paper here. And again, I got these a long time ago. I've been using them forever. I'm about to run out. And I don't think I ordered them online. I think I got them at a store, just one of those off stores that you walk in and don't expect to find anything, and you find some things they got that they normally don't carry. I think it was one of those deals. Okay, so just put him down. And antennae, that may be what I'm missing. Got a little pin here. And just do that. Okay. So now we've got these two. And I'm going to, should have done this before I put all that stuff on there. I'm just going to glue them on here. Because I'm going to be using them for pockets, so I'm going to make them a little bit sturdier. Yeah, I should have done this before I put all that stuff on there. But life happens. You get to doing things, get an idea. That'll work. Okay. Sorry. I'm a little off today, like I said. I hope you can see that. It just went crazy with the brayer, which is another thing that I hardly ever use. I used to use it more when I was stamping. Okay. Let me just plop that down. Give it a good going over here. Get that glue spread out and get that on that paper. Okay, let's set that aside to dry. Now, the two things that we had set aside to dry before should be done. I just have to find them. Here we go.
We'll cut these out.
Okay, so I found the center mark, and I just need to find a round punch, or I can use this tab punch since I've got it right here. And come in here, turn it around where I can see my halfway point. Yeah, well, my fingers aren't working today either. Okay, got that. And then I want to round the corners, just so they're not so obnoxious. I don't know what I'm going to call them. Okay. And I'm just going to mark the centers on these. Okay. Oops. Yeah, it's not perfect. No one will know, except for me. Okay. Let me find a round punch here. Okay, this one's 1.5. So if you have a round punch, you can just look at the circle and just do about that much in. Doesn't need to be a whole lot. And I'm just going to try to make them just about even here. Okay. And then I'm going to round these corners also. Okay, so we got some pockets now. We've got some pockets there. And we've got these pockets here. So we got 6 pockets made out of index cards. No measuring, no mess. Simple, simple, simple. I know I'm not the only person that can lose something without ever moving. 'Cause my sister says she can do the same thing. Let's round the corners on these things. You don't have to round the corners. I just like the corners rounded. Round the top on. I don't know why I'm having a problem with that side. Okay. Center hasn't moved. So I'll just mark that. And mark that. If you don't have a corner rounder, you don't have a punch, take something round, go to where your center is, just do that. Because I bet you got something round right where you're working. And I'm just going to do that. These scissors, that's not in the center. Okay. Get that a little more centered. Didn't mean to cut him a butterfly. That's why I should have done this before I did that. So what I'm going to do is just take something, a little piece of paper, which I have plenty of around here. And do like you do when you fix your fingernails. I know you ladies with the long fingernails have done this before when your fingernails break. Take a piece of tea bag and wrap your fingernail. So it doesn't look bad. Yeah, it's got a dark spot under there, but that's okay. Alrighty. This is just going to be for me anyway. Okay, and then, well, we've already got that done, so let me just do this right here. And that right there, okay? And let me wipe my hands. Get my book here. And see where we want to put these. See, I've got these in here, but I haven't decorated them. See, these index cards fit just about perfect on these pages. So I'm going to put that one. I want to put that one there. I'll put that one there. Don't put that one there. You go and put that one there. I'm just going to glue the edges. Put it down. Glue it down. Okay. And right there, I'm going to stick something down there so I can glue it down and not have it stick glue on the page. because it's got just a little bit of glue will seep out. Okay, so that's one. I want that to stay as a writing page. Of course, could glue something down on it. See, this wouldn't be used as a writing page. So I can glue that down there. Or I could glue one there, and one there, and make two pockets. I kind of like that. So let me glue the first one down, kind of have it up a little bit. And then I'll glue the second one down over it, but not glue over that. And I've got this little corner right here. And I'll just put a butterfly right there. If I can get them off the sticker paper. Just like that. Okay. We've got another page there. I'll skip that. That page there. I think I'll put them on the back. Let's see. We use the other page. Those two pages. Would you work there? Got pink and yellow and yellow. I think that would work there. Okay. So let me just do this here. And put it there, gluing it down. Again, I don't want the glue to seep out right there onto that page, or else I'll have it stuck there. So I'm just going to stick something right where that glue would be. And go on to another page. Okay, I've got this page here. Let's use an envelope. or a tag. Like that one. Okay, so we're going to use the tag, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue here, here, down through here, and here. Okay, glue that on. So we'll have a hidden tucks right there, and then we've got a pocket right there. Okay. Don't want to lose that pretty thing. Dum, dum, dum. I'm thinking. Okay, so let's use this here. And this time I'm going to glue around so that the top is open. Okay. So now we'll have a pocket there, the envelope, and a tuck into that belly band that's holding that envelope down. So 3 spots to tuck something in there. Okay. Let's see what else we got. I think that would be pretty on that. Maybe that one on that one. I'm looking at this and this over there. Okay. If you want to open your pockets up a little bit after you've glued them down, you can stick something in, like scissors or something, and just open it up a little bit so that they're not so flat. And that would be easier to get things in and out of. Got one more pocket, and what else do we have here? We've got a pretty ticket. And we've got, oh, yeah, I wouldn't want to cover that up. So we've got a pretty ticket here we could use. And we've got another ticket that has a tuck on it, or pocket on it. We could put that on this bag here. And do the same thing. But this time, just glue up top here and here. I'll glue this right here too. And we'll make it into a tuck. Okay? So they've got a pocket here, and they can tuck something in here, and it'll go all the way down here. And for this, I'm just going to stick a couple things down in there. Let me put this little ticket here. And this ticket here. And let me see what I've got here. No, I don't want that. How about Journey up here? These kind of go with those. I'll just stick that in there. We'll cover that up later. Okay, got one more pocket. And I'll put it right there. And what I was just thinking, I was thinking that some lace, took some other lace out. I was thinking some lace would be pretty down here. Don't you think so? I'm going to put that down there. Okay, just put a little glue down here. My little bag. I'm going to do the same thing right here so that they match. I like the lace to hang out of my journal, so it can hang out on the bottom, the top, the sides. I don't care. The same with my ribbons. Just pull that up there and go back. So we put in this pocket here. So I can just add, don't want that guy coming up. Let me cut that off so it doesn't do that. There we go. And him down in there. see where else we added pockets here. Okay, we add these pockets here. There. Let's see, just don't have anything really good hanging out right now. Put that in there. And what have I got? That in there. Okay. At that pocket. That one in there. Okay, we've got this pocket here, so we need something kind of small right there. And that can just stick out right there. That's not glued down right there. Okay. So we've got this here. We've got something we can put in the back. Let me just stick that in there because I'm running out of stuff. Something we stick in inside. Put this in here, along with one of our tickets. And then we've got something we can just stick right there. So 3 spots. Okay. And then we're coming to the last ones. Here we've got this. Throw that in there. We have this little tuck spot, so we've got some things we can put in there, and then we've got a tuck spot back there. That envelope we just put in there. This pocket, let's see what I got here. Oh, forgot about hit this guy. Just put that in there. Okay, so we've put the items that we've made into, except for these little things here that we can add later, into pockets. And we've added the pockets that we created into the junk journal. I'm just going to stick these in here because they kind of go with it. So that's it for today. And I can mark those down for video number 3. We'll do envelopes disguised within collages later. I've got a section on hidden items. We actually got some tuck spots done today. So we started that with number 3. So next week we'll be looking at pockets and tucks. So we'll start with some of these, and I look forward to seeing you later. Bye. Hope you have a great day.